Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today we'll be discussing why a Hollywood actor is making his way to Troy University, and my guest today is the Director of the Interpreter Training Program, Judy Robertson. Judy, thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you.
And the reason why this actor is coming to Troy has to do with your program directly, the Interpreter Training Program. So tell us why we've got a Hollywood actor coming to Troy.
Well, Sean Birdie, each year he does an ASL Champions Tour where he visits different schools and programs and recognizes them for their work towards ASL, deafness, interpreting, things of that nature. And this year he decided Troy was on his list, and we're actually going to be the first stop on his tour. Yeah. So his agent contacted me a few weeks ago, and we got the ball rolling, and here we go.
And Sean is an actor on the Freeform, used to be ABC Family for those out there who watch that sort of stuff, show Switched at Birth.
Correct.
And he is a hearing impaired actor, a deaf actor, who portrays a deaf person on the show, obviously, but that's something you don't normally see in any kind of programming out there. Right. So it's kind of a unique thing, especially to the deaf community, to see something like that.
Very much so. Typically you see a hearing person portraying a deaf person. So the fact that a deaf person actually had the opportunity to portray a deaf person gives validity to the role, gives the language the opportunity to be accurate and fluid. So it's really a neat opportunity. It makes him a wonderful role model for other deaf individuals and children, adults alike, to show them that these things can be done. They can be very successful.
And seeing that portrayed, obviously, someone who deals with the deaf and deals with sign language, and seeing that portrayed in a correct way, it's got to be something that you think to yourself, we need more of this out there.
I agree. I think it's a wonderful opportunity. Again, for years we've seen deaf people be oppressed and not have the opportunity to showcase their talents and their voice, if you will, unless it was through the use of an interpreter. And something like this, it gives them that opportunity to be themselves.
And of course, this is going to be at Troy University, but it's not necessarily just a Troy University event. Obviously, anyone out there who's either a fan of the show, or particularly, anyone out there who's deaf or hearing impaired and would like to see someone who has succeeded in the business, this is something for them.
Correct. We don't want this to be just a Troy thing or just even an ITP thing. We want anybody and everybody who is interested in acting or interested in just meeting somebody cool and famous. Anybody out there, they're welcome to come. We'd love to have them participate and see a little bit into what we do. And
of course, it opens up there too, anybody that's interested in just seeing an actor, somebody who's, regardless of his deafness, it's just seeing an actor, somebody who's been on a show for I think somewhere like 5 years now. I think it's been on the air. So an opportunity to see someone like that, folks like to see famous people anyway.
Everybody likes to have a picture with a famous person, right? So here's your opportunity, because he will do a meet and greet after his performance. And from what I've heard, he will stay until he meets the very last person. Right. So he's open and willing to meet and take a picture with anybody who comes through the door. So. And
now, and there are tickets to purchase for this. This is a ticketed event. So tell us a little bit about that real quick.
There are tickets. It's $25 to purchase a ticket. We've posted flyers and posted information out on the internet, and there's a link. It's Sean Birdie Entertainment, and you go there, select the Troy location, and buy your ticket. You do have to have a ticket for the event, and no tickets will be sold at the door. So you do need to buy those prior to the event. Prior to the event.
And of course, and for those of you who are thinking, hey, this is. There's ticket price a little steep. There is a benefit to the university out of this as well. So.
Definitely. One cool thing about it is 20% of their proceeds will come back to the ASL ITP Club here at Troy University to support some of the events that they do throughout the year.
So an opportunity to see this actor come to campus and benefit the programs here at Troy as well. Yes. Now we haven't touched on this yet. When and where?
It'll be next Thursday, September 28th at 6:30 p.m. at Claudia Crosby Theater here on Troy's campus.
Claudia Crosby Theater. And make sure that if you guys are interested, they got to get tickets prior to the event. And where can they get those tickets again?
The Sean Birdie Entertainment. I believe it's SeanBurneyEntertainment.com. And if you'll just select the Troy location, it'll take you to the website where you'll buy the tickets.
All right. Well, here's looking forward to seeing a little bit of Hollywood come to Troy
Yes.
for an evening, and an opportunity for people to see an actor who has succeeded in the business and promoted interpreter training, American
Exactly.
Sign Language out
We're
there.
excited about it.
And I know you are. Thanks for
Yeah.
joining us here
Well,
today.
thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.